Very good evening, everyone. For today's lesson, I'll be teaching you on the VLOOKUP function. So basically, this VLOOKUP is to look up the auditor's report that has sent out to us, stating that our staff has not been working more than 1 month, meaning the staff has not been on site at our customer site at Intel for more than 1 month. Basically, I have another file that I pull out all the data from the active listing of staff that we have in the Fieldglass system. So basically, these are the two files. One file, the first one, is we get from auditor to check whether those staff they have checked from the triggering of the Fieldglass stating that our staff has not been on site for 1 month. And then the second file is I pull down from the Fieldglass system on all the active staffs that we have. So basically, you can see that there are two files here. So basically, the first one is the master listing. This master listing file is all the staff from Machine Learner that is currently active uh, staff that are working in Intel. Okay, so basically you can see that we have around 431 staff right now. Okay, and then push it up to the top here again, and then you can see that we need to perform the reference. The reference of those two files, we need to use the worldwide ID. The master listing that we pull down is actually the worldwide ID stated as buyer reference. And then you can see here, the worker status is open, means that this staff is still an active staff from Machine Learner and who are still active uh, employee working at Intel. All right. The next file here would be from the auditor. Okay. This auditor itself, they wanted us to validate, okay, whether this staff itself, right, like, like example CW here, like Lee Alfred Texun, is he still an active employee of Machine Learning? It's because that they have not been on site for almost a month. So basically, you need to do the checking from the master listing to check and see whether this staff is still active or not. So before we use the down arrow to select active or inactive, we need to use the function VLOOKUP. Okay, so we create one column here by performing the function of VLOOKUP by looking at the master listing of the Fieldglass compared with the worldwide ID of the auditor's list. So to perform the VLOOKUP function, just key in equals VLOOKUP, open bracket, key in the worldwide ID, first one, then after that, comma, and then go back to the master listing. Okay, so this master listing, I select column D, and then you can see now it's 2C, then 3C, and then 4C. And after that, I put it as 4, column 4, and then 0 is a true value. And when I press enter, you can see that it put an open here. Okay, we copy and paste the whole thing, and the result upon comparing with the master listing shows that all the staff that the auditor asks us to check are still an active employee of Machine Yager. So upon getting this open, okay, we know that these staff are still an active staff from Machine Yager working at Intel. So under the supplier validation here, okay, we use the drop down box and then choose active, and then from there itself we just copy everything down. Is active employee because upon checking the VLOOKUP from the master listing, these are open status, meaning that they are an active employee still working for Machine Yaga but based at Intel. I hope this VLOOKUP function is able to help you in automate your checking for the data in a more simpler way so that it makes your work in Excel faster. Thank you very much for your time.